Hello, I'm Wyrd, and something that you wouldn't know about me unless you started up a conversation is that I am a longtime practitioner of what one might call mysticism, occultism, or magic. Now, often in this culture, when you talk about magic, what immediately comes to mind is either stage tricks or like shooting lightning out of wands and shit like that. I'm talking about something a little bit different. The story for me starts around Halloween, sophomore year of high school, when I was out on a walk and I suddenly had this experience of the boundary between my body and everything around me start to dissolve. And this was a really powerful experience. I had never really felt anything like it up to that point, and it really changed the way I thought about things. I started reading a lot of different spiritual texts, and eventually I started practicing meditation. It changed the way I approached my artistic practice, and originally it was sort of a pursuit to try and recreate this feeling, or sort of chase what I felt I had a brief experience of. I was able to have more experiences like this in sort of more controlled circumstances, and I sort of internalize them to a great degree to where they're sort of part of how I just experience everyday life. Um, Eventually, this brought me about about a year and a half ago. I started practicing Zen Buddhism at the Columbia Zen Buddhist Priory, and that was probably one of the most sort of important changes I made in my life. I'm a much more relaxed, kind of at peace person since I've been doing that. In between, I sort of encountered all different types of practices, and I want to talk about one in particular as a part of this video, because I think it's sort of free of a lot of ontological baggage, and you can sort of pick it up without a lot of doing a lot of work beforehand, and it doesn't require you to sort of believe anything in order to do it. So, this is called sigil making, and it's a practice I picked up from the comic writer Grant Morrison. Basically, what you do is you have some sort of desire, and you encode that somehow into a symbol. There are multiple processors for doing this. Some of them involve taking just the consonants and making them into an image. A technique I found I prefer is just going to the subconscious mind and creating some sort of mystical looking image in sort of an automatic drawing kind of way. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to draw. My desire that I'm going to be dealing with here will be just in the spirit of this series, just a sense of growing community, or to enhance the feeling of communion we feel with each other. So I'm working on that now, and once you have your image, what you want to do is get into a meditative state of mind, and sort of let all extraneous thoughts subside. Let the original desire go out of your mind and just concentrate on the image. And when we do this is called launching the sigil. So, a little experiment. I'm going to get you guys to try and look at this. Spatial stuff is weird with the opposite direction. So just look at this image and try to forget your other thoughts. Just let sort of the contents of your mind settle. and just look at that image for a while. And then, once you've done that, you can try this with, however, there are other methods of doing it. You can look it up, and yeah, we'll see how that goes.